Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 643. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for yet another week of silly and insanely. I am Circuit Main, and I am joined by my wonderful group of panelists who I'm sure is a lot more eloquently well spoken and well thought out than I could ever be. We, of course, are joined by Tech Stallion, DM21. I know you're there, DM. I saw you pop in a second ago.
What did I miss?
The intro.
Nothing.
We're literally doing the intro right now. We are also joined by Toakoi.
I'm the annoying one that he tunes out every 3 seconds.
And we're also joined by the wrestler aficionado, spookmaster extraordinaire, and scrubber of queso at the bottom of their water park. We have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
That feels like an innuendo, but I'm not sure how.
It's not supposed to be. I was just trying to make a like you had to scrub cheese off of a tub or something. It didn't quite work. I'm sorry, but queso is a type of cheese. If you,
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. But we're here to bring you the Brony community for not just this week, but 2 weeks. Unfortunately, last week I did come back from convention without too many problems, and then I had problems mostly due to the fact that I unfortunately took ill. And it was a kind of illness where I just absolutely needed to lay down and rest. So Cold Dust did jump in for a little while to entertain people a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we didn't have much after that. It was rather sudden, to be honest. I even ended up going to work as normal and just kept trying to hold in there, and it just didn't happen. So, yes, I just decided it was best for me to make sure I give myself a proper rest, and it was definitely for the better. I felt a lot better after I gave myself a really good chance to get together. But it also means we have 2 weeks of news and information. Luckily, it's also been a really slow couple of weeks, so we're not going to be too far behind on things. But before we do all of that, just to give everybody a nice little heads up for the show today, we're going to be going back to, we're going to be doing what I was planning last week, but we're going to do it anyway because it's also a good fun time. We're going to be doing What the Dub with Pony episodes once again. But before we do all of that, we got to give everybody else a chance to warm up their vocal cords and maybe talk a little bit about what's been going on with them. A little bit of a soapbox moment. And of course, we do that with a big heaping helping double scoop with chocolate, nuts, whipped cream, cherry on top, and then pumpkin spice on it because we are officially in the spooky season now. And we do that with some wubs. So I'd like to ask all of you, as we do every week, what's up, bronies?
First of all, spooky season starts in August. If Christmas keeps taking it over, we will start making it sooner.
No, we will not.
No.
Had to get me a new keyboard over the weekend.
Oh,
my old one died.
Ugh. Did you shell out for a primo one, or was it the $10 cheapo Walmart buy?
I got a $30 one from Amazon, and it's a mechanical keyboard.
You know what? That's pretty cool. I go with that. I've honestly wanted to get a mechanical keyboard. The only problem is that my keyboard is right next to the microphone, so I'm worried that it's going to end up with a horrible case of typing mittens for me. Just kind of like...
Well, I'm also trying to figure out why my USB ports intermittently stopped working. I wonder if it's my drivers. I've tried reinstalling everything.
Maybe the ports themselves, or
if you haven't reinstalled the drivers entirely or checked for updates, that would be your next best bet. Okay, you're not going to want to hear the rest of this then.
My next step is to do an in-place upgrade and in-place reinstall on Windows.
That's one possibility, but I also recommend saving up money.
You might need a new computer.
Shh, don't. Shh. We're not
This board isn't that old.
No, but it could be failing.
Dude, you don't rip it off the Band-Aid like that.
Unfortunately, sometimes you have to.
I know you have to, but
Even though you don't want to.
You give him a distraction first. But anyway, yeah, unfortunately, sometimes failure, if USB ports are failing and updates and repairs and all patching and all that stuff doesn't work, yeah, that could also be might mean that it's just done and over with in regard the motherboard might be failing out, which can still happen even if it is a new one. It just means that it hopefully failed within warranty.
My old computer still works.
About 5 years old.
Okay, so that's not warranty, and it is entirely plausible for not a great motherboard to start failing at this point.
But I did get a new graphics card just somewhat recently.
My old computer, Okay, sorry.
Well, if doing an in-place upgrade on Windows doesn't work,
actually,
it's only intermittent.
Just
it's
to
not
check.
crashing, but the next thing I'm going to do is get another power supply.
Actually, just to throw out there really fast, is it USB ports that are on the case itself or on the back of the system where you have where the motherboard is? Okay, then I'm going to stand by that. What I'm thinking then. Though, worst case, you could also just try to get a USB splitter and try using that for the intermittent if you have one USB port that works all the time.
And that's a good way to mitigate it if there's one PC port that will have less standing.
Yeah.
I think I might need a splitter for how little PC ports my new mini PC has.
Yeah. Just to throw out here, it has Sonic also mentioned that Windows 10 support is going to be ending here real soon. Yeah, they're going to have to pry Windows 10 from my cold dead fingers. Let's face it. I will be dragged into Windows 11 kicking, screaming, and saying no. Or at least
have a camera to put up face recognition. No thanks.
No, I think you can disable a lot of stuff like that. But,
when the update first goes, it wants you to do it, regardless.
No, what? No, I've never heard.
The update I'm getting though, but that might be my computer though.
It might be because I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
And
I remember now. It was from my old computer. Never mind, not my new one.
I'm still questioning why it was asking that. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That is super dumb. And
it's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I might have misread it, but yeah, it could.
Yeah,
it's weird if that is the case.
Yeah, but yeah, no, real. Yeah, okay, as much as I say kicking and screaming,
I haven't seen it in a while because I saw that warning on the old PC, which I got back in 2009 or 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I say kicking and screaming. Really, mostly it's I'm going to wait until most of the migrations have happened. A lot of tech bros, good tech bros. We're not talking like crypto bro, but you know the good tech, the guys that know what they're doing and they actually want people to have their privacy and not deal with all the baggage that comes with Windows anything. When they have all the utilities and stuff, so you can basically strip mine Windows of all of the extra add-ons and features that it tries to throw at you that slows down your computer like 20%.
Yeah, I remember now. It was over a year ago that I saw that and probably misread it. Yeah, never mind. Continue.
Yeah, no worries. Not to say that may not be a question in the possible future, but it's not now, so I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, at least here I got a fun I got a fun little thing that happened to me recently, and it was just because I decided to do something for giggles on an off chance, literally last weekend. Okay, so last year, I decided I was going to try to make a makeshift Goofy costume and do it as cheaply as possible. And by cheaply, I mean
AliExpress.
AliExpress, yeah. It wasn't Alibaba either, but that Alibaba immediately keeps coming to mind. But AliExpress. So yeah, I found out that I decided to do a quick search, and I found out that they had Flareon Kigurumis, or body pajamas, Flareon body pajamas, and I figured, yeah, that'd be funny. Let's try it out. Got the biggest size that they had. It's like $15. It's like, okay, let's try the, let's give it a shot. Worst case, maybe it's not gonna fit, and I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll donate it or spend a little money. I don't know. I'll just kind of figure it out as I go. Kind of hoping it would. But yeah, it did not fit. It barely buttoned, but it was like the buttoning where you have a really tight button-up shirt, so everything is just like everything is threatening to explode. And the arms and legs were so stupid tight that I felt like my circulation was gonna get cut off. It was bad, really, really bad. So I just shoved it under my bed and just not exactly forgot about it, but I just really didn't give it too much mind. But then last weekend, I was doing some shelf organization, ran across it, and just like, oh, what do you know? I still have, yeah, I forgot about this. You know what? Let's try putting it on. And so I did. And it's still tight. It's still tight, but I'm wearing it right now. My arms, I can move my arms. I can move my arms normally. The legs are a little on the firm side of things, but it's just most likely like a snug pair of pants rather than some kind of thing constricting your blood vessels. And yeah, the buttons are still kind of a little on the tight end of things, but it doesn't look like I'm about ready to have a. I know I want to make the joke. I'm trying really hard to figure out a way to make the joke, but not make the joke. But let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if somehow I ended up needing to have people watching me in the United Kingdom have to have a photo ID to keep watching the Brony show. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, da go. But yeah, no, it's just basically if it's fitting me a lot better than it did a year ago. So apparently, all of the efforts I've been making have actually been paying off, which I like. Granted, yeah, I wish it was a lot more looser, but I'm gonna take the win where I can get it.
Mm-hmm. Some stuff I've learned just because of how my body is. No matter how thin you get, even if you do it right, it might not fit because you're not the normal shape.
Oh no, I doubt it's gonna ever be a perfect fit for me. I'm very No, I got the biggest size they had, but this is from a country where
a lot of thin people are.
No, smaller people tend to be.
Oh yeah.
Because physically, we in America are larger regardless of weight. We are built larger because of how genetic drift has happened throughout our country.
No, it's our diets.
Well, not just that, because
no, it's our diets.
That is a part of it, but as someone
it's our diets. Look at housing back in the 1700s to now. It's our diets. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. We literally have
because we have so much processed food these days.
No, not that. It's because we have so many different nutrients and nutritions, and admittedly, yeah, some processed as well. But we get a lot more protein than our ancestors did. We get a lot more fiber than our ancestors did. Vitamin A, vitamin D. We got multivitamins. We got a lot more new stuff in us, so our bodies are able to grow bigger than theirs were because they had more restrictions and more limitations than we do.
Okay, fair.
It is our diet. It is literally our diet. It's not in a we're getting fat thing. It's a we're bigger because our diets are better. Well, our diets allow for it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it varies from person to person.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's just an is thing. But in any case, still, I'm just happy that I've made progress. I still need to make a lot more progress regardless, but, you got to celebrate the steps you do make. And, of course, speaking of which, I forgot the thing I was going to... Right. Well, one last thing. I am a little excited. I'm going to hopefully in a couple of days. And I really wish I'd done this sooner, but I'm lazy apparently. I'm gonna start up an apple cider to hopefully have a very special spiced apple apple cider mead for Ponyville Cider Fest.
Nice.
At least that's the hopes.
Right.
Yeah, I literally got the apple juice ready to go. I just need another 2-gallon tub. Some not fertilizer. Yeast. I need yeast. I need yeast feed. I need honey. And also I need to get a spice blend, boil the spice blend in some of the cider so that it can leach it in there and get the spice blend going. Then put it all in there into a tub and then let it begin to ferment. There's a lot I gotta do, but the first things first, I gotta get I basically gotta get the tub. Everything, the tub and the yeast. Everything else I can literally piece together in a matter of an hour. It's just the tub. I don't have a 2-gallon tub. Well, I do have them, but they're just in use right now. So I gotta go and get a new 2-gallon tub.
To the Walmart.
No, I gotta go to a brew supply.
No fair. I'm just being silly.
No, I'm gonna be serious about this. Do not go to a Walmart to get your brewing supplies. Do not. Look, Walmart is cheap, but cheap comes at a cost.
But it's not. Yeah, quality over quantity, people.
Yes. You can't it's very hard to get glass growlers from Walmart. It's even more hard to get 2-gallon buckets. And I will bet you money, you will not be able to get air stoppers. You will not be able to get basically blow off tubes. You will not be able to get bungs. That's right. You got to get a bung because you got to shove it in the bung hole. That's right. We actually have to use bung in a literal sense. The 2-gallon tubs I'm talking about, they actually have a little rubber stopper hole that allows me to insert basically an air holder. It actually allows air to escape from the tub, but not let air in, and also allows me to kill off fruit flies before they can get in. You gotta be careful with this crap because you can get yourself sick. You can make it bad, or you can make it blow up. Savvy?
That's how moonshine blows up. You hear?
Actually, in a way, yes. That is kind of partly the process there. Because when you're dealing with yeast and fermentation, especially with alcohol, there is expansion, there is gas, and there can be pressure. And if it's not handled correctly, it will blow. And you will hope that all it does is just blow off the top and spray your wall with a bunch of half fermented juices that will make your room smell for a month. You will hope for that.
Let me guess. Water tank from Mythbusters, whenever you have too much pressure, goes straight through the roof?
No, I'm thinking grenade. A grenade made out of glass and liquid that could go off without notice. And yet it can even be deadly. It's rare. It is super rare, and a lot of things have to go wrong. But it can happen enough that I will warn caution. Know what you are doing. And that's my TED Talk. Anyway, anybody else have any other What's Up, Brony, that they want to throw out there? Before I go ahead.
Around the time you got sick, my poor dog had problems going to the bathroom, and she had to get her bum lance to allow her to poop again.
Okay, I think we're good here. Let's go ahead.
She's recovering nicely, though. She was in pain at first.
I imagine. I mean, I can't imagine, but I can imagine. I'm just wow.
In happier news, though, the kittens are growing up quite big, and they weaned off their mother's milk just a few days ago. So they're just drinking kitten milk and kitten food right now.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
And the other one, He has a cute little dipstick tail and a little two spots where it looks like eyeballs are like are attached to another like a tail nose. Kind of a little funny. We gave him a little nickname, but I'll tell you it later if we do go with that name.
All right, fair enough.
And
Well,
we might be keeping him because he's such a sweetheart.
Nice. All right. Anybody else have any other quick what's up, Brony? Because we really do got to get moving on here. All right, I'd say that is our cue. Let's go ahead and get moving. Let's go into the convention news to start off with. We'll get to that, some of that in here in a little bit. But for conventions that are coming up, UK PonyCon, or I believe it's UK PonyCon. Please forgive me if I got that wrong for some reason, but it is the big the big pony convention that happens in the United Kingdom every year. Yep, UK PonyCon. But yes, that just happened this weekend. And it looks like it went off really well. In fact, it looks like they pulled the BronyCon because apparently part of it caught on fire. Or to be specific, one of the hotels that a lot of people were staying at did have a fire emergency. Caused a bit of an evacuation for a while there. But no, otherwise, the con went off pretty well. It sounds like everybody had a lot of fun. It really seems like an exciting time happened, and I'm really hoping that I can hear more about it in the near future. More about it, and also, yeah, I still want to attend at some point. Hopefully sooner than later.
If people that are going to conventions here, the states all just say, "Hey, 1 year we're going to the UK," we could pull our money and do it.
It's going to be a long time coming because there's a lot about that. But we're going to just move on here for the moment. We do got a lot of things to talk about. To begin with, the next convention that we at least have listed here is PonyCon Holland. That is going to be over in the Netherlands. That'll in 2.5 weeks. So until then, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a breather, which is pretty good because we're going to start going deep into the holidays. And then just about a month after that, in 6.5 weeks, we have Cider Fest.
Yay!
So yeah, that's pretty much why I got to start getting the mead going now because I running out of time doesn't even begin. I am running low on any kind of available time.
Also, it's a week before Thanksgiving.
Yep, which also means that if you haven't gotten your plane tickets now, I hope
Good luck.
have fun. Not good luck, just have fun. I'm sure you'll get your plane ticket. I'm just not sure it's going to be cheap.
Worth it?
Just cheap. Worth it depends on your definition. Honestly, I would if the convention was really awesome, I would think it'd be worth it, but that's a me thing.
True.
So, yeah. But in any case, Cider Fest
Price,
is
timing, and available funds.
Yeah,
That's the name of the game.
Speaking of which, I do recommend if you're going to need to fly to a convention, keep an eye out for ticket prices. And speaking from experience, make sure you actually have the correct dates for that convention, or you might end up buying tickets for the wrong date. And hopefully you're not out of the return policy timeline to be able to return them for a refund if you happen to get it wrong. But yes, I'm still planning on going to HarmonyCon in February.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're starting to post the conventions for 2026.
We hope that they start doing that soon, but it looks like they're still trying to fix something in the PonyCon countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after the hack.
And I also heard that some conventions that happened this year folded, but that is for that.
That blap. We'll be getting into that.
Okay.
Please do not jump ahead in the news.
I didn't even read the notes.
Well, I mean, just in general. I mean, at least wait until we're done with the news. If I don't bring it up, then feel free to bring it up. But you got to give me a chance to try to get there.
Fair.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get there. So, it's always fun to start off the show here with some drama. But looks like we're going to get into that. And this one is a bit of a doozy. And I've been on a few different sides, so I have a better idea of what is happening to an extent. So here is what we do know from informational sources. Currently, Sequestria Fest has had a mass exodus of employees, volunteers, and basically almost everybody, to be honest.
This is not going to sound well.
It's definitely
It's
definitely a big question. It's not. There's no lie there. It is a big question. But to put it bluntly, this is actually a full-on video that was put together by Hibiscus Stitch, who was also one of the people involved. So they were in the part of the back. From some of the people that do have information, this video is about 90% accurate. There's a little bit of exaggeration in some part and a little bit of misinformation, but for the most part, it gets you the idea of what has been happening. So, I'll go ahead and explain what I can do, what I can explain. For the most part, I'm going to leave a lot of the drama and hearsay out of this, mostly just give the facts as they are. So there was recently a transition of the con head. The previous con head over the last few years gave it over to Fandom, who was apparently the initial funder of Sequestria Fest, and then basically they were the con head. They gave it over to somebody else for a few years, and then it was given back. Now the problem is that unfortunately it appears Fandom there's friction between between them and everybody else that is in the convention. A lot of talk was about information not being provided in a timely manner, or being extremely vague, or basically coming at the last possible second, if even worse than that. A lot of blame happening, a lot of shifting of responsibilities, and in some cases, there's even the question of charity funds, as well as prizes, items, things like that. A lot of miscommunication, mishandling of information, and just basically generally a very terrible attitude towards volunteers, staff, and even the co-head of the convention itself. To the point where they basically, the entirety of the staff wanted to do a meeting, and this is absolutely the news on this. They were requesting Fandom to step down as the con head. They just didn't want him in charge of the con, and they wanted somebody who had a little bit more qualifications and understanding and would be able to run things better. And they never showed up to that meeting. Basically, it's the equivalent of everybody in your family and friends trying to do an intervention, and you don't show up to the intervention at all, even because you know it's an intervention. So, he decided immediately after that to exit out. A lot of people immediately said that they quit. There were some cases where some of the social media people did mess around with the Twitter pages and the website pages. It sounds like it was a combination of both. Just trolling the Sequestria Fest a little bit before they left. Actually, you could see in the image right here that they did basically put up like a train wreck under Sequestria Fest and a little fire there. By the way, not professional. Don't do that, guys. I get it.
Would be frowned on that image.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it when people suck. That you just want to be able to tell them that they suck, even when they don't. They didn't even show up to the meeting to tell them that they suck, and to stop that. But yeah, you got to go out with a little bit of grace and dignity, and that's just not it. But we're gonna leave that alone. That's the only thing we got. Everything else, so yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So eventually, and they even took out a lot of the website things. Essentially, right now the website comes up to this. So the reason that I wanted to wait on this before reporting it is because essentially, normally when something like this happens, it could basically be the death knell of the con. But as it stands right now, it does not appear that Sequestria Fest has decided to cancel. So
and they won't if they don't have to.
They may not if they don't have to. They may be trying to get new staff, new people in, and they may try to
reorganize.
Yep. But basically, it is the case where a lot of people that are part of were part of the con are basically saying we're not involved. We're not doing that anymore. We don't recommend supporting them. We're just we're out. And so much so, and here's the funny thing about all of this, so much so that apparently there is talk that they are getting together to do their own convention in Maryland.
Oh, is there gonna be a competition?
It might be.
I mean, with NACON being a thing, yeah, there would have been competition.
Well, there would have been competition regardless, but it is kind of funny if you think about it. If Sequestria Fest still happens, we literally went from one con in Maryland, one small con in Maryland, to literally three cons happening in the same state. 3 pony conventions in the same state, I might add. It's not even just like 3 conventions, 3 pony conventions. Which
my own convention with Bronies and Pegasisters.
Yeah. So right now, as it stands, their Sequestria Fest no longer has the staff that they used to have. If they are going to continue on, they have it sounds like they have intentions to do so, but whether they do or not is another question altogether. The previous staff is currently looking to get set up to start their own convention. And of course, in all of this, we also have NACON that is going to also be in Baltimore next year. I am planning on going to NACON, because I am actually intensely curious about it, and it would be nice to go back to Baltimore for ponies, even if it's just one more time. 5 years later. Well, 6 years later.
7.
No, 2019 was the last BronyCon. Try again.
Oh.
No, that's still 7.
It was in August.
Okay, 6.5, I'll give you that.
Fine. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, it does kind of have some of the same hints of Babscom, but the thing is that instead of getting one person angry that controlled the entire music department, they basically pissed off all of their staff. So Babscon had some issues. This one was a complete it was a fire show. This was bad.
It was a clusterfuck.
I'm not going to get into those words specifically, but if you want to get more details about what exactly happened and what went down, as mentioned, Hibiscus Stitch did make a full video on all of this, and I believe they were one of the staff that really wanted to see this do well, or at least they have some inside knowledge. They know, they have a general idea of what is happening, or at least enough of an idea that you can at least get an idea of what has occurred, get a lot more details, including receipts. They do have receipts. So it's not just he said, she said. There is actual evidence of a lot of this.
All good.
So, yeah. This will be in the show notes as well, so be sure to take a look at it if you're curious. But yeah, big reason I wanted to wait is just to see if Sequestria Fest would decide to close its doors, but at the moment, everything seems to be, I don't say cooled off, but at least settled.
The dust has settled. Yeah.
So yeah, what happens from there will happen from there. So let's go ahead and move right along here. Get into some other news here. So we got Halloween coming up. What better way to celebrate Halloween than DJ Pony releasing their own DJ Pony version of The Bats?
Stop the bats.
Yep, a remix version of The Bats has been released on basically music platforms, as the usual has been going on for this. this case, the link goes to YouTube Music, but I believe Spotify probably has their own version as well if you have that. But, I wanted to give that a shout out for people to go ahead and check it out. And since we're already going on the set of Halloween, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Kotobukiya. Because, boy, they just went completely ham recently. So, first off, the Kotobukiya has revealed that their third card game box set is going to be Halloween themed. As we mentioned before, they have all the ponies dressed up in classic monster characters.
And the Phantom of the Opera.
I'm just going to leave that alone for now. But
Also,
yes,
you're not sharing the screen with us in call.
it's because you keep interrupting me. Anyway. So, yep, they, of course, with Kotobukiya, it's the same awesome things that they have been doing before, where you do got your special Halloween-themed cards, but you also have amazing art styles and different cards that are going to be popping in. We, of course, have wedding cards that are going to be popped up in there, including some of... For a moment there, I'm not going to lie, I thought Pinkie Pie was eating a bunch of confetti. But yeah.
Oh, you're a wizard, Fluttershy.
Actually, it looks like the Halloween cards are going to be pretty easy to come by because it looks like they're CR, which I believe is common rarity. Basically, it's not as hard to get as the RRs here, or actually, that's like an RR.
Oh yeah, they're going like gotcha rarities.
Okay, so like PR, RR, CR.
Yeah.
Common rare, rare, super rare.
Yeah. But yeah,
Common
we also
rare.
got some pretty awesome common rare pluses here. I think...
Oh, I love that rarity versus Sombra one. Jeez.
Yeah, actually it looks like it's each of them versus Sombra in some way here, which is really interesting. And of course...
Hey, more Halloween.
A little more Halloween there, yep.
General rare, I think? Or is it gold rare?
I
Gold
think
rare.
I think gold rare would probably be it. And of course gold rare plus. Yeah, I'm not 100% on the rarities of all of this, but they definitely have different rarities altogether.
Some of them remind me of some of the naming acronyms remind me of a mobile game.
Yeah, it probably has some ties to that idea. But you also got background cards for the Nightmare Night over in Ponyville. You also have some of the Nightmare Night skits going on. Well, not all of it, but like the costume, the Crackle Cousin, the Crackle Cousin cosplay obviously is not costume related, but I could see why it would fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Luna and the Pumpkin Patch Pool. Actually, I really like that card. I might have to see if I can get a hold of that.
I have to say, the Nightmare Moon as like the glow dust looks pretty awesome in that.
Yeah, no, a lot of these look really, really good.
God damn, support artists and support this thing.
All right, I think this gives you a general idea of the rarity from easiest to hardest. So like CR, GR, SR, UC, RR, ER, SPR, CR, GR, RR, ER, SPR. Somebody sent me to the ER. I think I'm having an SPG and the GIG and the SEO. It's like, oh my god! Clear. Hike!
Luna Musume has rare, and super rare.
Rah. Okay.
Rah.
But along with, let's see, we basically had two different Equestria Daily articles, but yeah, no, they got a little bit more involved. They actually, I think, oh no, I made a mistake. We have two things coming up. I get it now. That actually adds up. I was trying to figure this one out because it seemed like they reported it twice, but okay. I think they're gonna have a combination here. I think you have a trading card version of the cards here. This is the ones we've been looking at here. I think. Oh no, wait, some of these are playing cards, I think. I don't know. Yeah, no, those are playing cards. But it looks like, yeah, they got a bunch of different ones that are going to be coming out as well, because these designs are definitely a little bit different than I saw earlier. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, just basically more card information. Oh yeah, just more card information, more card pictures. Get some more looks. Oh, looks like you got another one of Luna coming out of the apple bobber. Got Spike with getting candy. Basically, you get a more of an idea of the cards that are here. Yeah, they are going ham on this, and I love it. I'm here for it. Granted, a lot of this is in Chinese, so if I went through it with a translator, I might have a better idea. I am literally piecing it together by guess. But here's the fun thing about it. There was a couple of cards that they didn't show here that shows that there might be a bit of a story involved with this. And who's ready to see fan artists go nuts?
I mean, I
Overwatch.
want to see that.
I'm just waiting for the fan artists to catch the sight of this card right here and just go.
The fact
Oh,
that
boy.
Celestia is cosplaying Chrysalis and Luna said, "Screw it, I'm embracing my darker self."
Well, Luna's just cosplaying Nightmare Moon, but yeah, the fact that they're cosplaying Nightmare Moon and Chrissy, that is completely hilarious.
I have to say, the Twilight one's also pretty neat.
I am Tuxedo Light.
Yeah, the Twilight's pretty cool, but it also feels a little bit just generic-ish in a way, which isn't a bad thing. It's kind of sometimes fun to just have a generic costume, like with the other main six over here. You got Flutter Witch, you got Rainbow Dash kind of in a bat. Kind of, I think it's a little bit like a Scarecrow thing going on with Applejack there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rarity's a princess. Who didn't see that coming?
Probably
Pinky,
looks like a party princess of sorts.
I want to say mermaid, but, could be a fairy.
I don't know. Pinky's just feels like, I have a Halloween costume. Okay, what is it? It's a Halloween costume. You're not getting
Also,
any...
that mask that Twilight was wearing gave me Persona 5 vibes for some reason.
You'll never see her coming. Okay.
There are times like these that I really think if I had a different mindset, Pinkie Pie would be my spirit animal.
But yeah, it's a lot of really cool things that are popping up here and some really interesting ideas. So I really enjoy. I hate that we didn't get stuff like this in the U.S., but I really enjoy that we are at least seeing stuff like this, which is hopefully, it'll stoke some ideas and get some thoughts going, which is always really cool.
And we could input them if there were issues.
Well, no. Well, yes and no, because we do also have the fact that they are opening up they're bringing the cards over here to the U.S. to in some extent with basically starting off with the playing cards, but they are planning on
cards.
they're planning a U.S. release,
Yay!
and in fact, you can pre-order them right now. Hopefully, if you have a ton of money. Well, depends on.
I'm not confident I'm going to be staying in this location for another year or two. So yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. Apparently, you can actually do a little bit better because if you just want to get a single blister pack, you can do so for just $4. Honestly, that's pretty fair for trading cards this day and age.
Yeah, $4 ain't bad.
You can do
Probably
4.
6 or 7 in my currency.
You can do 4 for $15.96, which it literally is the same price as if you just bought 4 single packs. So yeah,
$20 my currency. Okay, gotcha.
And then if you wanted to spend if you have a lot of money or you really want to get a whole entire box of it, you can get
$129 my currency. Fun.
Well, yeah, it might be cheaper for you because you don't have to deal with the tariffs. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, your dollar is still stronger than mine, so it's gonna be cheaper for me regardless.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, you can put in pre-orders now for these packs from Caillou. So they are coming out. They are making themselves available, and soon you should see them a little bit more. Maybe even in just a Target store or something like that, which would be cool. So yeah, we're dealing with that. Next, you know what? Let's go ahead and celebrate Bacon Hair. So the 2025 collab gallery for My Past Is Not Today has officially arrived and officially released. I think we mentioned it before, but
I think we did, but
I don't think they had a full release of it just yet, which now they do.
I know we had an announcement, and dear God, that's a lot of bacon.
Yep. But now you can look at every single one of the bacons. And I mean, look at it. You can actually click and see each of the images that were contributed. Why am I getting all the ones that are provocative? Come on, help me out here. Ah, God. There. See, there. That's an... Actually, that is really stylish. I like that. Yeah.
The fact that they did the head like you see on the moon pendant for Nightmare Moon is pretty neat.
But yeah, a lot of artists. I mean, we were scrolling for a bit here, and we were just getting to the M's now. We're about in the halfway markish. So yeah, so many. If you think that we don't have enough Brony artists out there, just take a look. This is amazing.
It's one of those things of we never went away. We just went back underground.
Oh, we're in stasis right now.
But it is awesome to see. Even more simpler artists are still popping up in here. I mean, look at this.
I
Oh
saw Amelia somewhere around there.
We're not doing that. All right.
no,
damn
leave it alone.
There you go. Okay.
Told ya.
Jesus.
Okay. There wasn't a Mogus. But yeah, if you want to check this out, the link is in our show notes here. These are so many pieces of art, so many different creators from all over the world. Not even just America.
They gotta give it away, don't it?
Well, I mean, I would imagine so, but still, it's good to emphasize that this is all over the place. This is not just localized. This is everywhere. Which is really, really
Around
cool.
the world, around the world.
So yeah, absolutely be sure to check it out. This absolutely is worth it. 340 artists apparently. Those were just the ones that were able to contribute. There may have been some artists that they couldn't get a hold of or didn't have the opportunity to contribute. So this is just 340 that were available to do it. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. All right, moving on.
Power of the fandom.
So we already mentioned DJ Pony Bats. Apparently another Halloween song has popped up, Opaline. I'm gonna admit it was kind of funny to see a DJ Pony version of Opaline also pop up. Honestly, I actually did give it a listen. I thought it wasn't too bad, but I kind of prefer the original. It had its own style to it, and kind of, you know, it was a good place. Not great, not terrible, good place. It was a good place for me. I like it. I can say check it out though, absolutely. All the links are there, and of course, here's a fun one. And we thought we were done with Tell Your Tale. No, apparently it is not done with us just yet. And I'm happy for it. Well, recently, more concept art and scripts popped up. The script for episode 39 and 38 did pop up. They actually have a PDF link to for the scripts for both of them. If you want to be able to take a look at that and see maybe what they were planning, but as opposed to what did get said, or see if maybe they got it word for word. I don't. Scripts are always fun and interesting. And of course, you also got the scripts of the concept art of some of the episodes.
This just makes me more depressed, though, what we didn't get.
Well, technically, we did get these.
Yeah, just not in the finished product.
No, we got these. These were finished.
Oh,
These
I meant an animation. I meant.
Yeah, these were finished.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
these were the episodes where the board trot was actually found by Izzy, and she ended up getting it remade with magic.
Okay, I misheard one of those words. Okay. Earlier.
Yeah, and this was I believe this was the cave that Opaline decided to just start camping out in and iced it over. Or at least that's the concept of the ice cave that she's decided to camp around in the beach area. It was near the end of when they stopped updating Tell Your Tale, but it's still, yeah, I believe that these did happen. So, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, cool. Still cool stuff. So yeah, it's a little more behind the scenes, but it is really cool that we do have these behind the scenes look to get a better look at what the
Yeah.
process was.
Indeed, these behind the scenes the things are important as to how the episodes came to be.
Yep. And finally, this was kind of one of those. So we didn't have a lot of news the previous week. I decided it would be a good opportunity for me to promote content creators that are out there. Well, I hate the term. I gotta find a better term. But some of the artists and vendors of the Brony community that are out there that no longer have like an Etsy, or maybe never had an Etsy front, that have their own web stores that you may not be aware of that exist. Especially if you don't have the opportunity to go to conventions and you still want to get that sweet pony merch. So we're going to try to start promoting these guys out a little bit, guys, gals, and everything else out as much as possible, because I love the merch and I think it's an awesome part of the community, and it's a great way to support your favorite artists as well. And with that in mind, I wanted to give a shout out here to Muzua. Why in the world won't you? Dang it, world. Oh, that just went all sorts of wrong immediately. Okay. Give me a second. I was doing tabs so fine until I was finally getting down to the last thing. There we go. Muzua, who does some really amazing art. I really love it because it just has like a nice fun roundness to it. It's very colorful, and they dabble a little bit into everything and not just ponies, but you can get everything from t-shirts to I mean, I got the flawless t-shirt when I was over at Everfree, but yeah, you can get party mare, you got the Hawaiian fly button. And also, they even dabble into recent fandom fun projects like the Soren and Brayburn romance. That's part of Tamers. From Tamers, yeah.
In fairness, people have been shipping Brayburn and Soren for a long time, but it's nice that it got reignited.
Yeah, but this is obviously Tamers, because, I mean...
Oh, no, I understand that completely. It's just one of those things of... You know, it's more than just that.
Yeah, wall scrolls, prints, bags. They got a little bit of everything. I really love the art style. It's always really cute, really colorful. And they just have so many different crazy varieties. I mean, you could get a Rave fan if you really wanted. I mean, how cool is that? So yeah, if you want to check him out, it's just muzua.shop. Easy thing to find there. And yeah, give an artist a little bit of support. Maybe get a few cute and cool stickers. Except for these things. Just ignore these. They're going to go away. I know they are. But it's still going to be painful until they do.
The Labubu, you're not going to get rid of them.
Yes, we are. Labubu is
so because they're like Beanie Babies. They're not...
There are Beanie Babies. They will... I mean, they're never going to vanish altogether, but they're going to end up becoming a dollar store variety, and everybody's going to have 1,000 of them. Nobody's going to care anymore.
Also,
I'm glad you're a fan of the art, White Phoenix. And with all of that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next segment of the show, which is, of course, our content creation and our fan submissions and suggestions.
Nice segue, sir.
It's what we do. Well, I mean, there's literally nothing else to talk about. There is no segue. We have nothing else. But with that, it also means that we have our challenge of apparently 2 weeks, because here
they are.
But our challenge from the previous episode by a wheel, and I'm so annoyed on so many levels, was Daft Punk.
Yay!
Don't yay it. But we also had That's why don't yay it. You don't have any right to. We also had a protest initiative challenge.
The protest initiative challenge was asbestos.
No, that was 3 weeks ago.
Oh shoot, you're right.
No.
The protest initiative challenge was any item in aisle 4 at your local grocery store.
Yeah, kind of a weird one to throw out there. I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot I chose that. That's the perfect prompt.
So the fun thing about my challenge is I technically had the line art and everything ready by Monday, but I didn't have time to color it. But at the same time, I was starting to fall ill really, really badly. So yeah, it ended up falling off to the nay side. And I literally didn't really finish it until today. But I'll get into why that in a moment. But I ended up making that.
Hell
you got
yeah.
Hamas.
Fluff! Yes! Marshmallow fluff, let's go!
Yeah. So I basically ponified one of the masks that they wear. And yes, I'm just having them hold the marshmallow fluff. I literally could not come up with much of anything on this one other than the marshmallow fluff on my aisle 4 because that's where like the peanut butter and everything else is. So
I like it. I
yeah.
approve.
Man, it did get me. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying really, really hard to color the hood and everything. I was doing it little by little. I'm getting solid colors in before I was gonna try some shading. After I finished the hood, I said, you know what? No, I don't have the energy for this, and I just paint canned the rest of this. So you can really immediately tell if you look close. I just like. I not exactly gave up, but I just kind of went the easier route. I don't know. Everything about this drawing drove me nuts, and I was just not having it anymore by the end of this. The fluff was nice, though. And by the way, I want so badly to put a moratorium on any prompts that come from Fortnite because I know that's where you got this. I know that's where you. I know this is where you've been getting the rest of those other prompts too. You're just feeding off of Fortnite, you freaking Fortnite monster. The problem is that everything is feeding off of Fortnite. So if I ban Fortnite outright, that's gonna ban half of everything. So you're making me start to really think about this. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait a minute. That's from Fortnite?
Oh yeah, they have a Daft Punk experience in Fortnite. You could have a live Halo 7 concert and have awesome graphics.
Seriously, think about it. Think about it for a little bit. Half of what Toe's been prompting has been popping up in Fortnite. The Power Rangers, Daft Punk. I'm pretty sure there's other ones in there. I don't know. I mean, those are the two that
No,
are.
it's mainly just the Power Rangers and Daft Punk.
I'm sure there will be others. I'm almost 100% positive.
Super Sentai.
And I wasn't entirely sure if I thought it was a weird coincidence until he mentioned that he was trying to play Fortnite. At which point I knew he was falling to the dark side of the Epic Games. He is not a gamer. He's a game Chad. You're a game Chad. You're a game thug. You're one of those people that drink Mountain Dew, eat Doritos, and say, "I'm a pro gamer." No, you're not. You're a chode. You're a chode. You're a show up.
What I buy for the convention stuff, and whose idea it is to have Mountain Dew in the room.
Hey, I just love Mountain Dew. I've got a 2 liter right here.
It's loaded with sugar, man.
I'm not gonna get into it.
A Cabo Citrus I haven't opened. A Dragon Fruit I haven't opened.
Oh wait, you have a Dragon Fruit, really?
Cans of the Little Caesars one over here.
Wait, you have a Dragon Fruit one?
Yeah,
they have a Dragon Fruit one. I don't think it's still in stores.
Oh, that's a
no. I saw them at my Walmart on Sunday.
It's not gonna matter anyway. I'm trying not to drink.
It's a Walmart one.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Yeah, they can keep it then.
So again, it's one of those things that I just enjoy the gameplay, man.
Anyway, I'm good. So yeah, the conspiracy is finally out. Toa has been proven. Anyway, Obviously, I'm gonna watch him with a very closely now. But anyway, the Toa also threw this one out.
I know I made Thomas's visor too big, but hey, it's kind of hard to do the side profiles like that.
I'm more concerned about how phoned in the second prompt was on this. And when I say phoned in, I mean phoned in. Not only did you put in a generic text, you misspelled aisle.
I tried to double check it, and then Google said, "Yeah, aisles is spelled like that. Here's a photo of an aisle in stores."
I call foul, but you're also talking about Google, and their performance has been horrible. So you still spelled it wrong.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
Also,
it was literally so copy pasted in there. It hurts, man. I mean, the rest of the art is fine to an extent. I mean, it's the same art style that you always do, which, you know, it works for you. And you got it down, and you basically got it down to a science, for better or worse. But just, I'm sorry, I'm gonna rail on this because I expect a little bit better of you. I expect so much better of you than this.
aisles.
This, come on, man. Goldust,
You're
Goldust,
surprised.
do you want to back me up on this a little bit?
I.
It doesn't have to be 100% backup, but you know, just kind of. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not complaining about the actual characters and everything. It's just this. It just feels like such a small thing that he could have easily just spent 5 more minutes to make it a little bit more, at least part of the scene, instead of being pasted in like it was a horrible Photoshop entry.
That is just text.
Okay, fair enough. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
Toa, I'll give you a thumb sideways.
You know what? I'll go with that. I'll agree with that. Thumb sideways. All right. Also, a quick shout out to Kazukai, who did announce that the next episode of the Brony Show Soul Calibur collab combination will.
I was gonna bring that up.
Next Monday. It will be popping up next Monday.
Oh, next Monday. I must have misread that in the announcements too.
No, it's okay. I had to double check that just to be sure it's actually said next Monday. So, also, speaking of which, Kazukai also popped out a thing where the Everfree team did a source filmmaker of Get Lucky.
Which we have shown before.
We have shown, but it's good. It's good to shout it out anyway because it is still pretty fun. Source filmmaker is always a good time. It's always worth giving this a little bit more love. I mean, we haven't seen any ponies at all in any of this, which is funny. There we go. Here's our pony. You know, you got Rarity in the freaking helmet.
That punk, yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth giving a shout out. Just really, really, really give it a look at some point if you haven't yet, or even if you have, do it again. A lot of old videos are. It's still fun to go back to some of these old videos and just enjoy them again because they're really fun. And try not to think about the fact that this came out 8 years ago. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Oh, you thought about it. Anyway. So, the reason I've been behind. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. There was one more entry. Rainstorm also did throw one in really early last week, actually, right after the prompts were delivered. But now we didn't have a chance to really show it until now. I don't know if Rainy can explain this. I don't know if it's a friend.
This was something that one of their friends
Uh,
did.
I think it might have been them because that's their hat.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Well, I'm also noticing Rainy's profile picture is also a little more furry in origin. So I'm wondering if this is their first zone as opposed to the
Yeah, I
pony
believe
zone.
it is their first.
Yeah.
That? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. Okay, yeah. So Fursona with the with the Pony Sona hat. Which, you know, I see so many bronies doing that. I'm cool with it. I got no complaints. So yeah, really cool though. It's really awesome artwork there. So, reason I kind of phoned in a little bit in regards to things. I forgot one important thing about October and Cold Dust. I tried to warn you. I kind of tried to warn you. I didn't do a very good job. I'm not gonna lie, but this month is also a very important month.
Oh?
Yes, it's a month where you pick up a pen.
Yeah, I kind of failed at that this year. Like straight from the get-go. Like I never even started. This is like my worst year yet for doing that.
If it makes you feel better, I think a lot of people are kind of split off from Inktober altogether, and they're just doing their own monthly art prompts for the whole thing now. With
Oh yeah, no, but I started doing that. Cool. There's a whole bucket of worms with what happened with Inktober, the official Inktober, because like that, like it goes from like a guy trying to copyright shit to he released a book about inking, which very blatantly plagiarized another book about inking.
Holy shit. Wow. No, I did not see that one coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so that happened. So I think most artists are kind of avoiding the official Inktober prompts and are going for normal prompts. I was tempted to do a couple of them. I just kind of never got started. Like just straight up, it's not that I didn't think about it. It was just kind of like shit happened. I just kind of never got around to getting into it. I do need to do some drawing, and I was kind of thinking about doing a late start.
Yeah, go for a late start. Better late than never, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, just to throw in here real fast. But as you mentioned, a lot of artists and people have decided to do their own thing for Inktober, and it's gotten fun because of that. Just to give case in point here, this is actually all coming from an MLP drawing Discord that I'm on, that I was using to try to learn, and now I'm trying to learn more. Obviously, you still have the Inktober prompts that are still popping up here, but they also have Ponytober. This is from Color Splash.
Hell yeah.
Then you also have Drawtober. This one's a little bit more stretched out, so you're not trying to kill yourself. But yeah, you got a whole month for 6 different prompts. But yes.
Well, I know that in the Bionicle community, they are doing their Bionicle Inktober or Bonktober.
Cool, because we're not done yet. We also had Dress Uptober. You basically have a character in a different outfit for each day. Then, glory behold, another Ponytober from Ponygiri.
Second, I think October has become a drawing month.
You think? Yeah. Well, I mean, Inktober did start that trend, and now it's being spread out to its own thing here. And if you didn't think that there weren't enough, even Inky Studios has Ponytober. Oh, dang it. That didn't work.
Did it not load?
Not exactly.
Oh, yeah, if it's a direct Discord image link, it's only
Yeah, it is.
working for so long.
No, it's a blue sky. It's a blue sky link that had the image that it downloaded the image as opposed to popping it. I don't know. It's weird when it comes to blue sky links sometimes. But yeah, they have their own Ponytober. We basically have 3 different Ponytobers.
Got it.
And
do all 3 at the same time.
And as I pointed out, other fandoms are doing their own version of Inktober as well.
Is there another Ponytober?
Not exactly. Somebody made Unitober, which is technically Ponytober, but they're trying to focus it on Generation 5. Because you can see some of the prompts here. Board Trot, Pipsqueaks. the Crystal Tea Room.
Electric Blue, which was the music group that showed up.
Yep, Masquerade Ball. Dreamlands. Yeah, you got a bunch of it in here, and if you had any question about it, at the top left there, they basically got the main 6 is for Generation 5's cutie mark right up there too. So yeah, it's pretty much so you got so many Ponytober prompts. It is silly, but I love it at the same time. It's literally a pick your list and go. So I decided to go with 2 different lists. Me personally. I realized that I was missing October because I ran across this list literally October 1st for Ponytober. So I started off with Inky Studios, mostly because Inky Studios also does a lot with berry tubers, and I figured it'd be a fun way to just, do something fun there too. And then when I posted this over, I actually was the one that told a bunch of art groups about this particular list. They mentioned, oh yeah, we have an entire thread for this. And I looked and saw all the other ones. I also decided to go with this one because I initially thought that this was the quote-unquote official one. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got that wrong, but I'm still going with this anyway. So I'm using this list and Inky's list to do my prompts. And I have been doing prompts. So
Nice.
yeah. And yeah, it's been kind of interesting because I swear every single day I'm doing something completely stupid and I don't know why. So this was not day 1, this was day 2, but I'm kind of proud of it because this was my ponification of a character that nobody knows about. Can anybody take a wild shot who this is supposed to be?
No idea.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm trying to give our chatters a moment just to see if they get any hints, if they want to jump in on this a little bit.
Okay, so I know it has to be a fighting game character from the outfit.
You're not wrong.
Either Gene Lee or Cammy.
Capcom.
Oh, Poison. Is she from the Street King of Fighters?
Nope. And I believe they are related to Capcom, but I don't think they started in Capcom. I'm not positive. Yep, no, Kazakai got it. Poison from Final Fight, and eventually showed up also in Street Fighter V.
I saw the description. I'm so stupid.
Oh my god, I didn't see it. I forgot it was up
yeah.
there. It actually is literally up there. Where is this character from? Can anybody tell me?
I don't know. And I was actually kind of going, wait, hold on.
I was just looking at the image, not the lettering.
No, thank you for respecting the image, not pointing to the obvious flaw in the logic there.
I was just focused on the image, not the words.
Yeah, but yeah, I ponified Poison. I basically did a quick draw of Twilight Sparkle, but this one I tried to use paint tools and paint tool Psi. So a lot of this was like with Dolphin Brush and things like that. And in fact, I rushed it a little at the end. I barely got it up, but I completely forgot one line because I was also trying to do a minimal amount of lines, not as many. But one more line in the thigh here would have really sold it. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, this was with a lot more paint tools. We'll be getting back to this. Yeah. Then I decided I'm pushing way too hard on this. I should make it easier on myself. I'm just gonna do a simple right. I forgot it. It doesn't like that. I'm just gonna do a simple character pose, like kind of like Twilight here, but maybe not so many paint tools and stuff. I'm just gonna make it a little more simpler. Boy, that went out the window real fast. So, yep, Applejack with a little Red Riding Hood thing going on here, and boots. But yeah, the other prompt was Everfree Forest, so I literally had to put in a background because Everfree Forest, you kind of have to have the forest in there. It's part of it. So yeah, then unfortunately Saturday, Sunday, ridiculously busy. I literally sketched them both out on the same day. So I suddenly went pencil and paper for a couple of days. This one was the dumbest idea I've ever had, but I thought it was kind of funny. Pencil sketch.
I like it. That's nice.
Yeah. Anyone want to take a shot what this is supposed to be?
It's Candlejack.
No.
Did you get a old character of AJ and a new character of AJ?
Not exactly, but I got a familiar character of AJ.
Wait,
What is this
the
reminding
deadness
me
to
of?
the highs. Is this supposed to be that fursuit?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Oh, gee.
yeah.
Chad, we are that old that we know what that is and we fear it.
No, the prompt was supposed to be infection alternative universe. I don't like the infection alternative universe, but mostly because I think it's way too creepy, and it gets really, really weird. But I thought it'd be funny. Why not do like a pod people kind of situation with horrible, bad cosplay clones? So yeah, that's where.
No, that's actually better. And yeah, I think the infected universe is much like our own alternate universes at a time. It's edgy to be edgy.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, then I realized I've been making this way too complicated. Granted, this one only took me maybe about an hour to draw all together, and I really do like how I got the kind of the shadowing done to signify the lightning bolts in the background to, this for the silhouette. So, the next one, I tried to go a lot more simpler. This actually took me about 45 minutes to draw. Looking at the pumpkin here, I realized I probably should have done something a little bit different with the trail here. I still like how I did the pumpkin and me. Just like completely off my rocker here. Trying to do a lot more crazy expressions too. That's one thing I realized I need to really get the expressions going. So, all of this accumulated so far. All of these have been all different styles, different attempts, different everythings. Not one of them has been consistent to doing this today. Which I have no idea exactly how I feel about this.
I like it. It's cute.
And I do
She's
kind
gone
of...
crazy.
Yeah. Candy from Wild Mains, by the way.
Yep.
But,
Nice.
But yeah, no, this was just brush strokes. I literally spent maybe 10 to 15 minutes just coloring the mane, and that was it. I just stroked it a few times and put in the extra colors there, just a little bit here, a little bit there, literally just dabbling and go, dab and go, dab and go. And I'm just so caught off guard that it worked, because I think it's one of the cases where I've been too close. Because when I'm usually working on these art pieces, you want to be nice to me and let me... No, you're not going to do this? You're not going to...
Well, second, I also think you have the artist's idea of perfection.
No, I've kind of burned off of that one a little bit. It's less perfection and more just like leaving it... I don't want to say incomplete as the word. Hold on. I got a better idea how to do this here. Okay.
That's fair. I'm just in like...
But yeah,
It's
usually when I'm doing the art, I'm like, I'm up here. I am so close. I'm looking at everything. I'm just trying to, no, I got white streaks right there. Oh, I got white streaks right there. Oh, that's not a uniform color. I am literally filling it in so it's perfect. Well, okay, maybe I did do a little bit of perfection streak going on there. I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I had a feeling...
A little more uniform.
Are you going that close up? Jeez.
I don't want the colors outside the lines. I try to keep them within the lines. I try to keep everything contained. This one, I literally I zoomed myself out and just kind of went. And even when I was at the top here, it's like, this doesn't look quite right. Just keep going, and then it ended up like this. So I think a large part of this is just trying to learn to trust myself a little bit on some of this too.
It's also accepting that everything will have a flaw, because that is how we are. We are flawed creatures. We make flawed creations.
Circuit in the giant pumpkin. Thank you, chat. It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and it's taking me away. Okay.
I mean, didn't Robot Chicken have that thing where the giant pumpkin was a demonic thing?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
First thing that came to mind too.
Yeah.
Eat the tree, I eat the tree, you son of a bitch.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna see if I can keep pursuing this kind of avenue with the rest of my art prompts this year, just to, learn to trust myself a little bit more with the coloring and obviously not get so stuck in the goddamn weeds. Because yeah, normally if I was coloring this, yeah, like I said, I'd be this close and I'd be losing my mind with all of the streaks here. Just like, oh, this looks horrible, this looks wrong, it looks uniform, and it's because I'm not looking at the full picture here, where it actually looks
missing the
good.
forest for the trees.
Pretty much, pretty much. Anyway, so that's the only time I'm going to do that. I'm not going to lie. I will be doing the prompts for the rest of the month, but I'll only show a couple more because obviously this takes a long time. And we obviously are running overtime because everybody always has so much to say. But they're not, yeah. So, wheel time, everybody. Let's get our wheels in so we can get our dubbing on. Anyway.
My computer seems to be doing it now, so...
Anyway, Coldust, did you have any input on any of the art prompts or anything in there? Because, yeah, we just kind of run over on that a little bit.
I think they were good.
All right.
Well, the prompts list looked pretty solid. I need to, choose a couple and start actually drawing.
Yeah, go for it. Let me know if you need any of the other prompts. Like I said, I got so many lists now.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna put that all in there, White Phoenix. I'm gonna put that all in there. And technically, it is a Fortnite reference, but it is an old Star Wars reference, so it checks out. Yes! That's such. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you just love having the ability to dig your claws into me.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also one of those things. I'm one of those people that is like.
Don't worry. Actually, don't worry, White Phoenix. If we actually do pick yours, I am going to put just the quote in there, not the whole thing. I just figured for the wheel it'd be funny.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because White Phoenix, the setup between the two of us is I'm annoying and he's able to dig into me as much as he wants.
It's not a good setup, and I don't like it. So we're going to go ahead and mute Toa. No, seriously, I really don't like digging into him. I really don't. Yeah, it's just unfortunately. Anyway, I love you all. I do. I absolutely do. Don't worry, I didn't mute anybody else. Just nobody here is talking all that much. It's a one-man show. It's the one circuit Brony show. Ooh, actually, while we wait, see if we get any more prompts. I actually did come across something that I found out about.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with this. Yet I get much to work with.
No. I'm trying to remember where. Okay, I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna have to go into that board. I hope I can find it. Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, I think it may be coming time for me to start getting ready to update my hardware. And admittedly, I was thinking about getting well, I mean, my computer hardware needs an update in general, but I mean my tablet drawing. Because I've had my Galaxy Tab 8 for the longest time. And originally, I was thinking about just investing in a drawing tab or something to put onto a computer. You know, be able to draw on the computer itself. And admittedly, I just found out that Wacom recently introduced a new tablet altogether. I mean, literally introduced it. It's basically their version of a combination of a mobile device and a drawing tablet.
Oh, how cheap is it?
It's not. Well, it's Wacom to start.
I understand that, but compared to its other stuff,
Well, in this case, this one hasn't even come out yet. They literally, when I was thinking about it, this was announced just a couple of days ago. So the timing is ridiculous. So it's not officially out yet, but it can be pre-ordered right now for about $800. But yeah, it's a pretty intense looking tablet with a lot of options. Essentially, it's like combining the best of both a mobile device and a really high functioning tablet all in one. And yeah, it also works in like Clip Studio Paint and everything else. It's got a lot of functionality to it. And yeah, what really started to drive this home for me is when I was drawing on the paper and I realized just how much of a pain it is to draw on paper sometimes. I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
You know, it's funny you should mention that because honestly, I find drawing on paper to be a lot easier.
Exactly, it's so much easier. But at the same time, I get ink smears on me. It's hard to color. I sometimes I make things in erasing. It's great and it's terrible.
I like it. It's fun. Does it come out perfect every time? No, but it never does. So I saw a post recently from a comic artist that I've followed on Blue Sky for a while. It was if I recall correctly, I believe it's one of the writers from the MLP comics. Anyways, she saw an exhibit of comics from Bill Watterson, the creator of Calvin and Hobbes, and as she was going through all the original illustrations in that collection, a lot of them had whiteout on them, like a significant amount of whiteout. And you would never know it because, like, you know, when it goes to publishing, once it goes through printing and all that stuff, you can't see it. But it's awfully refreshing to know that even one of the great comic artists like Bill Watterson still had days where you just use a lot of whiteout because you gotta get the thing done and it's just not coming out right, but you're fighting your way through.
That's
I
fair.
bet he had a lot of ideas he had to scrap.
That is absolutely fair. But still, it
wasn't so much scrapping ideas, it's just lines not lining up in the places you want them to. But anyways.
But yeah, the only problem with this particular tablet, though, I mean, not a problem, just the fun thing about this is apparently the screen on it is actually a paperish screen, so it actually feels like you're drawing on paper as opposed to like clear, slick plastic. Which,
fair. I checked out the Wacom Moving Pad 11, which is about $500, which would probably be better.
I mean, like I said, this literally just got announced a couple of days ago, so it's of course it's going to be a lot more.
I don't have the
expensive.
digits for something like this.
Yeah, at the same time, I may not get it anytime soon. It's just now I may have a target, but I'm also going to wait for reviews because it hasn't even came out yet. It could be terrible for all.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back on track
Don't
here.
be the
I'm
guinea
sorry.
pig.
Drawing tablets tend to be
Don't
too
be the
slippery for
guinea
me.
pig.
I'm honestly with you, Kasakai. They actually do have a screen protector that gives you kind of a grainy feel. So it feels like paper. The only problem is that you also have to make sure you got the proper pen nubs for it because that can also wipe out your drawing nub like crazy. That's another problem. There's a lot of pros and cons with everything that you use. You just got to figure out what works for you. There's no all-in-one solution. Yeah.
When you're on a budget, just don't be the guinea pig.
Yeah. Oh no! No! You gotta be kidding me! Oh!
You almost had to deride about, didn't ya?
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? I almost had to draw Arsene Lupin.
Lupin Arsene. Oh, I would have done. I would have done Lupin Ranger.
Okay. I promise you, as I said, I'm actually surprised. I'm as surprised as you, White Phoenix. But yes, next 2 weeks challenge is just the prompt of "No, I am your father." No, you don't have to draw the rest of that. That was just a joke of copying. But the prompt is "No, I am your father." But we also had a protest initiative challenge if you want to make it funny.
The protest initiative challenge this week is fangs.
Damn it, it works too well if you want to do Alucard and Dracula.
Damn you! Now I gotta find something else because I was about to make the joke.
You are the father. Damn it!
Claire, the baby is not mine.
I can see Dracula with a Maury Povich show kind of set.
No, I was actually doing a FNAF reference there.
I know. I was just going off on my own when I referenced Toa. That's what I was going with.
Fair.
Just walk away.